all truth, all the answers. We could find out why we're here, learn how to change our fates, stop Ragnarok for good, maybe, save the people we love.
You're now live in the mix on Truthful Talk Radio.
You can't handle the truth.
A Players for Life production.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. You are now live on Truthful Talk Radio. Ahora esta viva en la radio, Truthful Talk. Interactive radio show where you will be entertained and hopefully somewhat enlightened. Hosted by yours truly, Fu, Players for Life CEO, aka Mr. Truthful Talk, where I showcase some of the hottest independent artists in the game, bringing you exclusive interviews, discussing the latest hot topics, along with authentic live reaction videos. And if you can handle the truth, Truthful Talk Radio is a safe place to have open, truthful, and productive dialogue about controversial topics, and to have the difficult conversations in order to help us get the results, outcomes we want out of life. Truthful Talk Radio is also the home of PlayersForLife.com. Make sure you log on to PlayersForLife.com, check out the player apparel, and let me know if you're a player for life or not. Hit that like button on the way in, hit that subscribe button on the way out. And also, make sure you turn on your post notifications so you'll know every time I go live right here on Truthful Talk Radio. Help us take the power out of payola and put the power back into talented, dedicated, and ambitious artists and musicians' hands. And with that being said, can you handle the truth?
You can't handle the truth.
Can you handle the truth?
You can't handle the truth.
Welcome back to another episode of Truthful Talk Radio live reaction video. Live reaction part of the show. Shout out to everybody that's coming back from Truthful Talk Radio 7/30/2025. I hope you were entertained and somewhat enlightened, and hopefully anybody watching this live reaction will be entertained and somewhat enlightened as well. With no further ado, we're going to get right into this live reaction video. It comes from the content creator Usher Reacts, and it's Jesse Lee Peterson versus Angela Stanton King. These are two good, pretty good characters that's out here. We're going to see if they have a good conversation right here on Truthful Talk Radio, and we're going to react. Like I said, the more you interact, the more entertaining and enlightening the show will be. So I'll see you in the comment section. Y'all just leave y'all thoughts, opinions in the comment section, and we're going to have some fun right here on Truthful Talk Radio. Let's get into it. So we're going to turn that off so you can hear my voice and nothing but my voice. And it's time for you to share the live. Share the live. Share the live. Share the live, because you are now live.
You're now live in the mix on Truthful Talk Radio.
So let's get it popping. Let me bring it up so y'all can see it on the screen. Share the live. Hit that like button when you walk up in the room. Let me get the Facebook pumping. What we got? Here we go. Let's go.
You're now live in the mix on Truthful Talk Radio.
And so the Great White Hope pardon you, Donald
That
Trump.
him, the racist.
I know.
Pardon an old, poor little black woman like me so I can reclaim my life and start over again. Not only did he give me a full and unconditional pardon, but he also made it illegal for them to chain women to the bed during childbirth. And then he passed the First Step Act. And then I walked in a list of 100 names of people that needed to be freed. And he freed several of those people before he left office. And these people are trying to convince me that I'm supposed to vote for the black woman who locked everybody up instead of the white man who freed everybody.
What a mess.
A mess.
When they call Donald Trump a racist, what do you think about that?
I feel like that's the kind of racism we need.
Yeah.
If we have to deal with racists, because one of the things I learned from working with, Robert F. Kennedy was that, racism is something we're never going to get rid of. Okay. It's just something that's going to always be there. But, we do business with racists all the time. I think Black America is looking for some type of emotional attachment to the United States when really it needs to be a business attachment, because when you go get your nails done at the Asian salon, they don't like you. They talking about you. When you go get gas at the Indian-owned gas station in your communities, they don't like you. They're talking, but you're still giving them your money. And so for this man who they claim is such a racist, who not only gave me a fresh start, gave Kwame Kilpatrick a fresh start, gave Alice Marie Johnson a fresh start, pardoned Kodak Black, Lil Wayne, housed Jennifer Hudson, when her family was murdered, went to court with Michael Jackson every single day, gave $1 million to Jesse Jackson to start the Rainbow Push Coalition.
I'm going to say it for Jesse.
Amazing.
And I don't see him, showing up to the DNC in Chicago with an abortion Hot Wheels bus offering Black women abortion. So if I have to deal with racism, give me the racism that's going to let niggas out of jail.
Wow. That was deeper than rap. Now, I done heard some things, and she just had a mouthful. So I wonder what some people have to say about this. Because I don't have no emotional attachment to none of this stuff, but it is amazing how Donald Trump became a racist as soon as he started running for president. Just everybody hated him all of a sudden, especially in the Black culture, because that was far from true. So it's just amazing how the media programs us people. It's like a whole bunch of sheep, because they're just being led. Whatever comes on that box, on that television and the media and the mainstream media, the vast majority of the people are going to run with it. And they have the analytics and the proof of how many people are brainwashed because of 2020. And I'm just not going to even say nothing else after 2020. But we know what happened in 2020. Let's get back to the show.
That's right.
Truth.
What amazing.
I'm just being honest. The Black community as a whole is more focused on racism than anything else. And while we are focused on a racist or who's a racist, like it even damn matters, our children are under attack.
Yeah, it's a mess. Let me ask, so what are civil rights? I don't know what that is.
I think you do know what that is.
No,
and
I
I
don't.
think
What
that you're
is it?
just sitting.
And I'm surprised he didn't say what is racism, because when she said we deal with racism, he ain't say anything. But I've heard him say plenty of times, there's no such thing as racism.
You're asking me because you
Ask.
do shit like that. But you do know what civil rights is. But at the end of the day,
What
we're
are
all
civil
aware
rights?
of what the civil rights movement is and
But
why
what are
it
civil
was
rights are?
created. And again, like I told you, I think the meanings have changed. The civil rights that they fought for many years ago, today, I can't define to you what civil rights are, because I'm not fighting for my sons to become women. I'm not fighting for women's rights. I'm not fighting for feminism. So you got to get somebody else up here and ask them to define that.
Speak your speech. Speak your speech.
Do you believe that men should play in women's sports?
No,
It's not okay?
no,
And why not?
because men are tough and men are strong. Okay.
Right.
And my body is not built like a man. My body is soft. Okay.
Can I touch it?
I have breath.
Bruh.
What Jesse just say? Did he just say, can I touch it? I gotta go back, because he said that. Oh, I ain't go back too far. That's amazing.
Breast. Okay. Men usually have things that get hard.
I ain't go back.
Right.
And my body is not built like a man. My body is soft. Okay.
Can I touch it?
I have breasts. Okay. Men usually have things that get hard.
He did say, "Can I touch it?"
I don't have anything on my body
We
that
have to
gets
do the
hard.
bleep thing.
He said the beat thing. She driving too many cuss.
I mean, I didn't know this was a bad word, but I don't have anything on my body that gets hard. I'm not built like a man.
So let me ask.
You can't say poo poom on his show.
Should women be allowed to play in men's sport?
I mean, no.
Yeah.
It should be equal all the way across the board.
But I noticed that
it's just simple logic. You see how easy she answered that? I done seen panels on TikTok and stuff like that where people argue in circles, no, on Instagram or whatever. I just seen people arguing about this topic of men playing in women's sports. And it's just the most asinine thing. Well, I can't even say most asinine because they gonna want, men to go in women's bathrooms and all of that stuff. So it's just like, whatever we want to do, just do it. Free for all out here, I guess.
there is a
Civil rights.
fight to stop men from playing in women's sport, but not to stop women from playing in men's sport. Why is that?
Because women not winning none of those competitions. Because a woman is literally no competition for a man. A woman is not a threat to a man, but a man poses a threat to a woman. Any male transgender that has competed in a woman's competition, he is one. Name one female transgender that has won a man's competition. That shows you right there that it's not balanced.
So why
Nowhere in the ranking. Nowhere.
the women upset that women are trying to play in men's sport as they are with, because they're both wrong. Women should play in women's sport.
I can't speak for
why isn't
all
there a
women.
loud outcry that, hey, men should not play in women's sport and women should not play in men's sport? Why isn't there an outcry about that?
I mean, I don't think I can speak for that because I don't agree with it. So I don't advocate for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm totally against the mixing or the confusing of sexes.
Yeah. Amazing. One thing I want to ask you is that I noticed that Black men and Black women have a difficult time coming together as husband and wife or whatever, right? And why is it so hard for Black men to deal with Black women today?
I don't necessarily really have that problem because my mindset is different. Like every Black man I run into loves me.
Are
Like
you married?
I'm going through a divorce currently.
Oh, okay.
And he's Black. I don't have that problem. I think my mindset might be a little different. I did experience, having a father in the home, uncles, older brothers, stuff like that. I think my demographic is kind of a little bit different.
Right.
The way that I think is kind of a little bit different. But I think that our
it's not even really that different, Angela. You're just more logical than most females. And I can't say women. Because there's a difference between a female and a woman, just like there's a difference in a male and a man. So, feminine women that understands masculinity, that understands men, that has some type of knowledge of what a man wants from a woman, she don't have the problems y'all having out there. Ladies, those type of women, they're not on the internet. You don't see them. You don't see them on here praising it because they don't have the time to be on the internet saying, I'm living the life I want to live. I'm getting the results I want to get out of life. They live a different reality. It's no different than the reality of a CEO and the reality of an employee. Their mindsets is different and their lifestyles is different. Their reality is different. But because of this internet, a lot of people live in fantasy and Delulu land and suffer from ADED, that they really believe the fantasies and the delusions that's in their mind is reality. So if they start believing their own lies, and you become insane when you start doing that. But let's get back to the show. I'm carrying on. Truth be told.
You can't handle the truth.
families have been systematically broken down if we go all the way back to the insertion of welfare and even Section 8, right? Because it was a process of letting the government step in and forcing the man out. Right?
Right.
Section 8 will give you somewhere to stay, but the man can't be in the home. Welfare, you can only make a certain amount of money. So then we had the 94 crime bill by Joe Biden, which took a lot of people off of the streets, a lot of men off the streets. So we've had a total breakdown of the Black family, and this has been happening for quite some time.
Yeah.
And I
A total breakdown. Truthful Talk Radio's first episode is the Black nuclear family going extinct? I've been seeing these patterns. I've been seeing what's happening. So I'm here to have the conversations. And when I get myself all the way together, I'll start putting that same type of energy just monetarily into it, because we could do a lot of lip service. We could do all this and talking and all of this, but it's really where your money at. It's really where your pocket's at. Economically is how we lose it. We have no economic power. And the only way you can do that is politically. And we're politically, like, what you call it? Like, we just irrelevant. We what's it called? Ignorant. We don't know. We don't know really the game of life, how it needs to be played for you to live it more successfully. Like, if you have more than $10,000 in your bank account, you are part of the wealthiest. 68% of the wealthiest people on the planet. If you got $10,000, you have more money than 68% of everybody on this planet. So think about that, because America got us brainwashed. We think all of this is you know what I mean? It's like they call them third world countries for a reason. Like, we really are out of touch. These people aren't running over here in America for no type of reason. They see how we're not even utilizing the resources that's right here. They're going back in their country, and our dollar is worth more than their money. So they're going back and they're taking care of their families and their communities, and they come into our communities to do it. So it's just crazy what's going on. Let's get back to the show. Truth be told.
You can't handle the
I
truth.
think that we've been pitted against each other. We've had the feminist movement, which has made women believe that they're supposed to be strong and that they don't need a man. And they took that so far as not needing a man to now they think they the men. So I think it's not something that just started yesterday. This has been going on for a long time.
Can it be rebuilt back to that order of God and Christ, Christ and man, man over woman and woman over children? Can that be put back together in the Black?
I'm really
within the
just
Black?
waiting on God to just hit the button and just blow this bitch up and just start all over again.
We need a reset. It's so crazy to say that. I want to live to see my son grow up, man. But it's just, let's see how she answered the question. It's not looking good.
Because I just don't think there's no turning back, honestly.
Really?
I don't.
Then if you don't believe there's no turning back, why fight for anything?
Well, because I have to fight for life, because I'm alive and I've been given the right to life. Nobody that fights for abortion has ever been aborted, but we have all been given this right to life. That's one thing that I've experienced. That's one thing that I know that there's value in. That's one thing that I know no matter how bad it gets, you can make the best of it. Like, I am a living testament of making the best out of the worst. And life is something that I will fight for. Everything else, I think is kind of out of my control, but
Y'all got to remember, this woman was pardoned by the president everybody is calling a racist. And I had a conversation with a family member, and I said, why you always say that about anybody else being racist? It's just that one person. He was like, because everything on the internet is made up to make you believe. And I was like, okay, bro, whatever.
Every generation has to have a warrior. Like, we don't just give up. We don't stop fighting. Like, we know they're on the verge of legalizing pedophilia. We just gonna give them our children. Like, you're gonna have to fight me for these kids, right? I don't know if you're gonna win or not, but you're gonna have to kick my ass.
Is this a true thing? I wouldn't think she would be saying if it wasn't true. Come on, man. Anybody that stand behind that, yo, yeah, we need a reset.
To get to him. So
Blow this whole mother sucker up. If we make that, it's crazy. Uh-oh. Did I hit the wrong button? Don't take me off.
we never stop fighting.
When you were married, did you obey your husband?
I don't think we had the type of relationship of obey. He never really told me what to do.
Oh, he didn't. Why not?
He wasn't a dictator. He wasn't someone that was like, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do that. We didn't have that type of relationship. He never gave me orders.
Were you disappointed that he didn't give you orders?
No.
Would you have rather have had a man that would give you orders rather than
I don't
just let
even
you?
want a man that feel like he needs a woman that he has to give order to. Like, if you're not self-sufficient to know what you need to get up and do every single day in order to keep your house together, please your man, keep your family together. Like, what type of mindset do you have as a grown woman, my age, that you need a man to give you orders every single day? Like, what, we going into the military?
So you don't think, it sounds like you don't believe that a woman should obey her husband.
I mean, obey what?
Her husband.
What is he telling her to do? Give me an example.
Whatever he's telling her to do.
Give me an example. We're married. Give me some orders.
Whatever he's telling her to.
The situation would have to be happening in the moment, but let's
Look, that was a good ass question too. Now, with a lot of words, I think people take them out of context, you know, like any man that really truly loves his woman, because they had that in the wedding vows. So many women dislike their word. They end up taking it out a lot of wedding vows. Women don't even want the word. Does it say love, cherish, and obey? And women started saying, obey. Obey is the same, is equivalent. I ain't gonna say the same, but it's equivalent to being cooperative. Because that's obeying your husband by cooperating with his leadership. So I don't know why cooperative submission, which is you obeying your husband, becomes a cuss word and people don't want to admit that they're obeying. It's okay to obey. It's okay to submit. It's like it's okay to secure. It's okay to provide. It's okay to protect. It's okay to sacrifice. It's okay.
let you cooking and cleaning, staying home and watching my children and do all those things.
I'm gonna do that naturally as a woman. I don't have to. I don't need to be told to clean up my house.
But most women are not like that.
Yeah, I can't speak for them.
Should those women, would you recommend those women obey their husband?
I would recommend that those women already know what they're supposed to do.
But they don't know.
That's really unfortunate. That means we need to get back to educating our communities.
That's right.
And I wouldn't want my son with a woman that he had to tell what to do. Some things we should just know, especially when we come into the table and we talking about marriage.
So when God said that the woman should obey her husband, he didn't know what he was talking about?
I'm not saying he didn't know what he was talking about, but again, we're talking about context, right? Like, what do you mean when you say obey? I've never had to be told to clean up or cook or take care of my kids.
Man, I see my camera glitching out. I made a mistake and hit the FaceTime button on the MacBook. And ever since I did that, I see it's over there glitching out. So we're just going to have to rock and roll with it. This is a good one, though.
Yes.
And why is that?
Because I do it naturally.
Amazing. So your husband, when you were married, you and your husband got along because you did what you're naturally supposed to do anyway.
Yeah, I don't think we ever had any fights.
Right on.
I never had one fight with my husband.
Amazing. A few minutes ago, you said that you had answered my question, and a
lot of people don't be believing couples when they say, because I heard Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys also in an interview say they don't argue. And the same thing with myself when I tell that, like, we don't argue. You know, of course we have, misunderstandings and disagreements, but no arguments, no anger, Not, anger brings animosity, being upset. We can be upset, but angry, that's a different type of ball game. We're not going to go through life, total peaches and creams. There's going to be things about your significant other you just is not really going sometimes be like, okay. But that's part about life. You're not going to like 100% of anybody. Did you like 100%? Do you like 100% of your mother, father, your brother, your cousin? Who do you like that? Nobody, right? So it's part of life. No relationship is going to be 100% peaches and cream.
When you said something about the way I asked you a question. What would you just say? Do you remember?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you don't remember? I don't remember. Anyway,
do
what is, do you believe in the order of God?
I do.
And what's that order?
God, husband, wife, children.
Right. God in Christ and man or woman.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that most women, even Christian women, don't believe that now.
Mm-hmm.
What went wrong that they don't believe that now?
Feminism.
Oh, even in the churches?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You don't see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, it's in there.
Should a woman be allowed to be a preacher?
That's a tough one for me because my mother was a preacher and a prophet, and I grew up in the church. That's why I keep slapping you with these Bible scriptures, right? So, I mean, I that's a tough one to me. But isn't it in the New Testament, it said in the last days that all will be called to preach and prophesy and spread his word?
No.
It didn't say that?
No.
What's the
And it
scripture?
still didn't mean the woman.
What's the scripture exactly?
I don't remember.
Oh, so you telling me no and you don't even know the scripture?
No.
Okay, so there's a
He said no.
scripture in the Bible that says in the last days all will preach and all will prophesy, and I think that God will use anybody. I consider myself to be somewhat of a preacher, if that's what you want to call it, because I preach God's word of life, but I'm not in a church house. So was she wrong for spreading God's message? That's something like I have to think about. I don't know.
I'm black
in the
and
last
slow.
days,
I'm
things
black and
change.
slow.
Me too.
So you think that an educated woman can make for a good wife and a mother?
I mean, educated. When you say educated on what? What are you talking about?
What?
Because we're talking about America that's full of indoctrination. Like I've sent two of my daughters to public schools. They're very successful. One is at MIT. Another one is a Howard Law graduate. She's an attorney. She works for World Bank in New York. She does corporate law. But they both believe in abortion. That's not something that I taught at my home. So I may not necessarily agree with some of the ways that, our children or women of today are being educated.
Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. I got to put you on the hot seat.
I'm used to the hot seat. And I'm raw.
I need you to answer these questions as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Oh, let me ask you first. Do you love all people?
Yeah.
We need more white babies.
We need more all babies.
No, do we need more white babies?
We need more all babies.
Do we need more white babies?
I'm gonna say
you would swear this man was white. The way he be talking, yo. What is wrong with him?
Everybody that want to go look in New York and New Jersey, more black babies are being aborted than they're actually being born. So I'm gonna say we need more black babies, since 20 million
I'm gonna have to send that. So.
babies being aborted right now.
We need more white babies.
We need more all babies.
Do we need more white babies?
I'm gonna say we need more black babies, since black babies are the highest number of babies being aborted right now. For anybody that want to go look in New York and New Jersey, more black babies are being aborted than they're actually being born. So I'm gonna say we need more black babies, since 20 million black babies have been aborted since the passing of Roe v. Wade, and I'm gonna stand on that.
What?
Wow! How dare he pardon this woman? She is something else.
What's wrong with the blacks?
Indoctrinated, victimized.
True or false, sending your kid to a public school is child abuse?
True. Child abuse.
That was two good ass words to sum our culture up. Indoctrinated, victim. Everybody's a damn victim. Pointing the damn finger. Oh, they did that to me. You better pick your ass up by your britches.
Amazing.
Child abuse. Take your babies out of them schools.
Do you love white people?
Child abuse.
Yes. I also love black people.
Did you have fun?
I did.
Thank you for coming on.
Man, this was a good one. And Jesse couldn't even get into her. You know why? Because she answered the right questions. Most people be skipping all around his damn questions. But when you just, tell the truth, it be smooth. Like, even the last interview I see with Charleston White, man, it was kind of like, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, especially with Charleston White. But camera's still glitching out a little bit. Yeah, I'm in the Matrix. But we're about to get out of here. This is another episode of Truthful Talk Radio, man. I'm glad everybody that tuned back into the live reaction part of the show. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is how we get it in right here. If you want me to react to a particular video, go ahead and send it to that email, truthfultalk@gmail.com, scrolling down below. Same thing applies with the Truthful Talk artists. If you know a hot artist you want in rotation right here on Truthful Talk Radio, go ahead and send me that email, truthfultalk@gmail.com. This was another episode of Truthful Talk Radio. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. This is how we get it in, man. Love, peace, and hair grease. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Follow me on all social media, social network at Players for Life CEO. Players, the number 4 Life CEO. Let's go.
You're now live in the mix on Truthful Talk Radio.
Turn your radio up.
We out of here, man. Till the next time. We over here glitching out. We in the Matrix. Stop your shenanigans.
That bullshit out. Get that bullshit up out of here. Where the fuck they do that at? They don't do that here. And if they do that there, then nigga, I'm good right here. Cut all that bullshit there out. Stop your shenanigans. Stop your shenanigans, nigga. Now cut that shit out. Stop your shenanigans. Stop your shenanigans. Stop your shenanigans, nigga. Now cut that shit out.
You're now live in the mix on Truthful Talk Radio.
You can't handle the truth.
Players for Life.